the Friday agent trainings. On Fridays, you guys are volunteering to lead the coaching and the training of all of the agents at every single Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty company in North America. So if Bill is running the Friday training session from 11 o'clock to 2 or 3 o'clock, however long it goes, and he's covering the VIP buyer system, which I think is what, week 3 of the month. Is that right? Week 3 of the month, or is it week 2? Week 3, right? Then it's got to be promoted to everyone. Like, we don't have access to all of the agents at all of the real estate companies to like promote it to. All we can do is like make you guys aware of it. So you've got to bake this in as a training mechanism. And I'm going to give you guys 2 points on this, all right? Is that it is excellent for your team to be taught by other experts besides you. And I think you guys get that, from myself doing the training, Craig doing the training. But having one of your peers, that owns another company come in and train your people, and they're hearing the same stuff, the same materials, the same manual, but they're hearing it for somebody else, it does resonate differently. Okay. It does have a different resonation to it. So that you want to do. Now, who should be on these Friday trainings? Should you just try to get your whole team on every Friday training forever? I don't think I would do it that way. I'm going to give you guys what's in the training system manual. So write this down. In the training system manual, this is what it says about the Friday trainings. Your new agents, okay? But if it were me, listen really close now. If it were Todd, I wouldn't limit it to just outside sales guys. My outside sales guys, my ISAs, and my admin people, they would go through this workshop either once, twice, or 3 times in the first 90 days. You decide, but for me, my admin people and my inside sales guys would hit 4 weeks of it. The first 4 weeks they were employed, they'd be on it. The admin and the ISAs. Okay. The OSAs, new outside sales agents, they're mandated. This is how I did in my office. Mandated the first 3 months of employment. Every new agent had to be at the outside sales agent workshop the last 3 days of every single month, the first 90 days they were there. So here's what that means for your guys. Okay. Make sure I got it right. For your agents that you bring onto your team, the first 3 months that they're there should be a time block to be on the Friday trainings for the first 90 days that they're employed with you. First Friday of the month is systems, mindset, and USPs. Second Friday a month, DISC. Third Friday a month, VIP buyer system. Fourth Friday a month, working with sellers. That's how I would play it. Then all the agents after the first 90 days would be mandated to come back and hit the training. Okay. Once every 6 months, that means 4 weeks every 6 months, or once every quarter. That's 1 month every quarter, every Friday, time block. Now, why would I give you the option of once every quarter for your quote veteran agents, those that have been there longer than 3 months, or once every 6 months? Because it's all based on performance. The better the performance, the training, it's obvious. They're getting it. They got it. They're putting to work. Okay. So you have to, it's called a, what do you call this? I can forget the technical term for it, but you want to map this out. It's a career mapping. You want to map this out for your salespeople. They need to see how your training works. So one more time, new agents, first 90 days, every Friday. Okay. Admin and ISAs, first 4 weeks, every Friday. Okay. First month. At OSAs, first 90 days, every Friday. Okay. New OSAs, not just the first month, but month 2 and month 3, first 90 days. All right, got it. All right, now everybody after that, you base it on performance level. Okay, Minimum, everybody hits it at least once every 6 months. And once every 6 months means all 4 Fridays. You pick the month. It has to get mandated in, just like your, what do you call it? Continuing education credit or something you guys got to do to have a real estate license. Is that right? So you decide your performance level. Your mid-level agents, dude, you're doing it every effing quarter, right? And your high-level guys, once every 6 months. You pick your performance level to apply that. But that should be how it rolls. Now, there's one more element to it that you want to write down. And let me know if I'm not clear on this. The other element that you want to write down is recurring training. Recurring training. All right. So for recurring training, someone that's falling below your agreed upon minimum standards. So you already have this thing mapped out, new agents first 90 days, at least once every quarter after that. So you got to admit, like that's a pretty good regiment for getting through these agent manuals, which is high level stuff. So anyone that's falling below your agreed upon standard of conversion based on your scorecard and your tracking, either for a certain number of appointments or timeline, probably a combination of the both based on both, depending on how you do your performance reviews. I would do my performance reviews with every single agent as it's mapped out in the management manual. Write that down. So in the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty Management System Manual, there's a performance review outline, and you do your performance reviews. Every single salesperson has a performance review at least once a month. All right. All the great businesses have performance reviews with their key people in their business. All right. So your salesperson comes in for the performance review. You're looking over the last 4 weeks of their performance. If they're falling below the agreed upon standard, the standards that you're measuring, this is conversion rates, this is commissions collected, okay, and time frame for getting people under contract. Your sales cycle. Sales cycle is days on market and days in market. So no way you hit the days in market for buyers without the 72-hour rule. You're just not going to have it. So it'll tell you whether they're doing it or not. So one more time, conversion on the money, conversion on getting the customer, and the sales cycle, days in market and days on market for sellers. If the listings aren't selling, the agent's overpricing the property without a plan for reducing the price, or reverse offers, or whatever your other mechanism is for communicating with the seller, finding an offer that you can leverage to get a price, a counter offer, and then that becomes a new sales price. You guys understand all that strategy.